All right, here we go.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Okay.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Okay.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Okay, you've got anemia, and I think I have that. So,
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
you are a real person, boy.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Aw, that's sweet. Alright. That's good enough.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
So love to gaze at the stars.
And there is another guy around here.
Folks been hiding them of late.
Let's talk to this fool.
To every night, a darkness.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions, or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Oh, I just was talking about your mom with some dude. Forgot the cold. Okay.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah, I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reid? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
You're absolutely right.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Wow.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Okay.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
I know Tom. He's a good bloke.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Okay. Alright, that's all I got from him. Mesmerized 3. Alright, I'm out.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Now, I still have to go this way.
So love to gaze at the stars. The fog's been hiding them of late.
Who are you?
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reid. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
That's right, let me in.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
I'm in sheep and wolves clothing.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Okay.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Okay.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Oh, gross.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Okay. She's healthy, cool. And she's mesmerizable, cool. I'm not gonna kill her, though. I'm not that much of a bastard. Okey-doke.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
But I am gonna...
It's locked, all right.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
What else do we got? Okay, anything in here? Nope. We go over here. bedroom. That's already been ransacked. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here. So we're still looking for... Ooh, I gotta cross the river again. So I gotta keep walking until I hit water. And see if I can shoot across the water. Okay, that I can't go in, but it's a openable door. That is interesting. Alright, so... Now this looks interesting. Okay, I'm on the Western Docks District Stable, but I can't tell what level this district is yet. I got a door I can't go through. See, I want to explore, but that's not where I need to go. Do that. I didn't mean to go. I didn't touch. I barely touched that button. Oh, where's the rat? Let me get them.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
And I
I
can't.
cannot enter.
Come on, don't make me do this. But I can do this. Did I just come from here? Loot anybody? It's 40 meters that way. It's back out and through here. I can't open that. Damn it. Another safe house? Refill those. And let's see what loot this place has. Doesn't appear to have a whole lot of loot. Can I do anything? Okay. I'm not gonna save because I'm, you know.
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, so how do I get over there? Can't get through there. Can I do it this way? I can't get that way. I can't get there. So whatever it is, I can't do that yet. Fine. No matter what, I can't get there. So I can't do this quest yet. So I'll do something else. Alright, so what's nearer? Bring the gym battles back to Tom. And then go out to the gold diggers.
This is despicable.
Alright, so let's bring the gin bottles back to Tom, I guess. This is this way. Straight ahead.
Go outside.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reid, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Me too.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
No, actually, I don't.
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
Okie doke.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide, and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
I can see that.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
If you wouldn't do it again, then yeah, you're a better man. Just checking the mesmerize level. I'm not gonna mesmerize him, but whatever.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Okay.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reid. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Okay. What do we got? Okay, that's good enough.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
All right.
Clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
All right. I've got a lot of hit points.
I'm losing my mind.
But I'm not done yet. I'm going to try to clear another quest. Tribute to the victims. How far away is that?
Run as far away from this place as I can.
Wait. One of these is actually closer, so I'm gonna try and do that one. Filial love, token of filial love. Oh, shilling. Okay, it's somewhere in this behind me. Can't get through there. Okay. Somewhere down here.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked.
Oh, okay.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
Don't worry. I'll always be here for you.
Who's that talking? I'm gonna give it to his mother.
everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out.
Behind me.
Yes, they're recruiting for some vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for our...
Where is Seymour's mom?
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reid.
I'm going to give you a nap.
Those grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. What can I do for you, Dr. Reid?
I believe you may find this necklace of interest.
What is it? I don't understand.
It's a gift your son was hoping to give you. But I'm afraid it links him to the nearby murders.
You mean this belongs to one of his victims? Jesus. I knew this day would come. Please, Dr. Reid, accept this for your trouble and leave me be.
This day? You mean you already knew? Are you buying my silence? I will not be an accomplice in this.
What? No. No. My son's crimes distress me more than you can imagine. But I'm his mother. I love him, I do.
Okay, what are we gonna do about that?
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Oh, it's way too late for that. It is way too late for that.
I'm afraid these demons, as he calls them, are just a delusional justification to distance himself from his actions.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
Okay.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
The police aren't going to be involved. It's going to be me. I am the justice your son is going to face eventually. When my mesmerized level is high enough, I'm going to take him out.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Just grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts.
No, I'm not. I'm not an easy target at all. So this fella, I'm going to talk to him.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
Oh, as soon as I level up, I'm taking him out.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Not really, because, yeah, I am a killer. Okay.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
No, she wouldn't.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Wow.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Well, since I need to cover my own tracks for when I kill you, you got no problem with that.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
I don't want anybody knowing that I know you. Alright, so I am going to... Where's my nearest hideout? I got a hideout right behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a marker on the hideout. And I'm going to go back to the hideout. I don't think I'm... Oh, I might evolve. I don't think I'm going to evolve. But I'm going definitely to get the save, that's all.
Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
So let's see what we got. Nothing else. Alright, so I'm not gonna rest. But I'm here. I'm gonna walk back out the door and see if the game saves. Alright. That said, this is where I'm going to leave off this particular playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button. And I will see you in the next episode when I continue knocking off side quests.